how's it going, guys? I'm your host Dev04066 and welcome back to Let's Play Adventure Quest episode 3. So first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to all of the feedback that you've given me, of the constructive comments, advice that you guys have commented down in the videos below, and tips on how to improve my gameplay and whatnot. So the first part here, you can see that I am actually watching Ballyhoo. You can watch it up to a maximum of 4 times per day. So for free-to-play adventures, you definitely want to watch it, because number one, it's a very good source of gold in the beginning, and number two, if you're lucky, sometimes you can get Z tokens from it as well. And this comes from one of the people down in the comments below. So thank you very much for that tip. I almost forgot about Ballyhoo, but when you're maxed out and you're sort of pay to win, like my main account, there really isn't any point in doing Ballyhoo unless you're very bored every day. And I did think that originally you could do it like 5 or 10 times, but looks like it's only 4 times. I'm not really sure if they've changed the numbers here. But anyways, once you reach level 10, you really want to go to Ours the Orients, which is the rip in the sky here. And then you want to exit through this way, which will get you a very, very powerful water weapon called the Plungerizer. The Plungerizer has a very powerful special. It's 3 or 4 hit, I can't remember, and it's one of the best weapons for lower level players, and it's very good against fire monsters, obviously, fire or energy monsters, obviously. So you can see I'm just fighting through random monsters to level up myself a bit before we get on to the main part of today's video, which will be the continuation of the quest line. And I do make an attempt at training up the rogue class later on, but I didn't get very far, as you can see, since you do need to be of a higher level. So just grinding through and battling some basic monsters here. Later on, I will showcase the Plungerizer. So I believe it's this one, yep. And thank you very much for the comments on the format of the video. I've decided to change it up to this format, whereby I just do the commentary after I finish recording the video. Number one, it's easier for me, so I don't have to, think of what to say on the spot and whatnot. And number two, it is a bit more work in the editing part, but that's okay since it's for you guys. It also allows me to squeeze more content into one video, and this whole recording took about an hour and 14 minutes. This is sped up to 4 times, so the whole video is only about 18 minutes long. I flee from the Grabby because he's just too much work to take down, and he doesn't really give a lot of XP, so I shan't waste my time there. I'd rather be fighting other simpler monsters to take down and give more XP. So this dark cave here, I probably should have just made friends with the cave to see what's going on, and I didn't. I attacked the cave, and all it gave me was a level 1 frog zap, which was a complete waste of time. I would have liked to see what would have happened if you made friends with the cave though. So you can see there are lots of interesting monsters here at the lower levels, and lots of different interactions, such as free potion boxes, free pet boxes or guest boxes that you can find, that you really can't find when you are max level. At max level, the monster pool is slightly smaller, and it's really just very basic monsters whereby you just attack and kill them. So lower level, you do get a more variety of different monsters that you can interact with rather than just kill, and that's really nice to see for the lower level players, because there's actually more interaction in the game rather than just grinding through and killing off the monsters. You can, there are some clickable, toggleable items to the monsters here, and now we finally level up to level 11. So I move on here, where I try to attempt the rogue training, and you can see I bought the rogue outfit and equipped it. And this is the first part of the training, and you can see here the monster is already dealing a crap ton of damage. I'm level 11. The recommended level is 10, but I believe you need to be at least level 20 or 30 to be able to get pretty far in the quest. So I gave up after completing the first one, because I thought that I'm still not that strong yet. So yeah. Also, do let me know where you can get better equipment as a lower level player. I'm really quite focused on higher level equipment because of my main account, and I don't really know where to get good stuff in the beginning of the game. So if any of you guys know, please do leave it down in the comments below so I can get it for the character. And I really like how the series is progressing, how you guys are giving me so much constructive feedback on where to get stuff and guides and tips for me. So this next part, we'll move on to Granemor and explore Granemor Cemetery once again, which we failed the previous time because we weren't strong enough. So now we make another attempt at it, and for this part of the video, I'm just going to go through all of the quests released in chronological order inside Adventure Quest. And looks like very beginning of Adventure Quest, they did do a lot to develop the town of Granemor. Not so much on battle, not sure why. They really made a lot of Granemor releases up in the very beginning. And as I was saying, I really like all of the tips and advice that you guys have given me for all of my videos, and hopefully this series of videos can serve as a guide for any returning players who wish to make a new account, or new players and they are wondering what to do in the game, or where should you go, how to farm, how to grind, and yeah. So basically now we are just going through the quest in chronological order, and the Granemor Cemetery is more of a side quest, not so much of a main quest. So just doing the quest for fun. And I did think that you only had to face 2 monsters. Guess I was wrong. You have to face 3, and then afterwards, the end, you get a potion chest, which you guys will see right here. Potion treasure chest. I do choose to have potions because it's more important than the mana potions at this point. Also, the next quest they released was Lucretia's potion shop, and come to think of it, you need to save Lucretia before you can actually access the potion shop, which I have not even done on my main account, guys. Yes, that's right. I do not have access to a potion shop because I did not do the save Lucretia quest, and I will go and get to it in my main account and do it off camera, so I have access to some of the potions and see what it looks like. The potion quest did get a revamp a while back, allowing you to build a variety of different potions, but I won't be looking at it from through my sub account just yet. I may look at it off camera on my main account to see if there are any good potions to brew and how hard the quests are. So you can see here, this is the quest line to save Lucretia, and basically it's a very standard quest whereby she just gets kidnapped, and then you have to go to this ancient crypt filled with undead monsters to rescue her, and all you really need here is a good light weapon and you're good to go. So at lower levels, like I said, not much strategy there, just mashing the attack button. You don't really have a lot of strategies available to you as well. Proper rain obviously isn't available. You don't have a bunch of spells, and regardless of whatever class you're just mashing the attack button mindlessly until the monster dies, which really isn't too hard. You can see here the dexterity training is paying off since the monsters are missing a little bit more, and I am hitting them a little bit more as well. Now I do reach like level 14 or level 15, yep, I believe it's 14 at the end of this video, and I did want to put stat training inside this video, but I think that will make the video too long, so I'm gonna save the stat training for the next video, and I will continue to pump up my dexterity stats since we are playing as a defensive ranger, since that's what most of you guys have voted for or have actually wanted me to play. So you can see here we finally save Lucretia, but not before we fight through this undead mage. So the rewards here, you actually get the undead archer, which I did not know that you can get from this quest. I always thought you can only get the undead archer through like a Mogulin quest or something like that, because I don't remember getting the I've never done this quest on my main before, and I think I used to have an undead archer until I sold it. I'm not sure if I still have it right now, and I don't think I got it through this quest. So there are different other ways to get to the undead archer. Here we reattempt another quest which I failed at the previous time, which is the pit, and you can see on the top there's a pit wins counter. So I don't think there's a limit to how high you can go. You basically just keep going until you die, if I'm not wrong. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure how this quest works, since this is a super old quest, as you can see from the 2D artwork in the background, and I've never done this quest before on my main, or at least not that I remember of. Yeah, I mean, it's been over 10 years since my main was created. I may have played it in the beginning, but I really can't remember. So here I did manage to get through a few more waves before I eventually die, and the pit is actually a surprisingly good way to level up with a good light weapon, because um some of the monsters here, they give about 50 XP, especially the zombies. Some give a little bit less, at like 10 plus, but most of the time you'll be getting the 50 XP one, 50 to 30 XP, I believe it's this one. So it doesn't have a lot of health, and it gives more XP than your average 20 to 30 EXP per monster during your normal daily grind. So do feel that the pit is a pretty good way to grind up as a lower level. So you can see here we do get through this monster as well, but I don't think we'll go through the next one because I didn't want to spend any of my health potions on this useless side quest. So you can see here, and this monster can sort of be annoying with its regeneration, but you will be able to out damage him eventually. The evil eye, I believe we do get through this monster as well. Let's see. And we have also reached the point whereby some monsters are dealing 0 damage to us, which is really nice. Here we get another potion treasure chest, which I will choose more health potions because they are more useful than mana potions, and we don't get through the undead mage here. So at the end here you can face the boss, which is Hacker, and he used to be a monster in the void. I didn't know you can actually face him in the pit here, so that's really interesting. Unfortunately, you do have to fight through a few more monsters before you get to him, and I do not get very far before I fall off because they are darkness monsters, and the undead archer doesn't work really well. With my weapon alone, I really couldn't last that many battles, and I do get through one or two of those monsters, but afterwards the monsters just got a little bit too tough for me. And personally, where I am right now, I don't think I'm in a position fit to fight the hacker yet. So I just gave up and died here later on, as you guys will see. So finding 4 Zac tokens, really nice. Here we face off against another Night Terror, which is pretty easy. And later on you see the monster that killed me, which really did quite a tremendous amount of damage. Not sure if it's a bug or a glitch, but for a low level monster, that monster sure did a lot of damage. So it's just right after this Night Terror, I believe it was at an undead elf. So you can see he doesn't have a lot of HP, and he is like level 14 or something. But his brain attack, holy moly, 46 damage to me. What in the world? And even his regular attack, wow, it just did a lot of damage. So there's no way I could beat this guy. No way I could out damage him. 30 damage per turn. So I basically just gave up at this point and just let him kill me because there really isn't any point in trying to beat him. So I do get close and I brought him down to 4 HP, but of course he does take me out. So the last part of this video, I'll be going to the Moglin Forest. So this Moglin Forest here, you have to fight through 20 monsters with 2 full heals after each, with a full heal after every 2 monsters to get a special sort of reward. So I'm just going through the chronological order release of quests. So this quest did come out quite early, but I don't think anybody really explored this quest much. I don't think I've done this quest on my main account either. So you just fight through 20 monsters, most of which are aligned to Earth. So a good wind weapon will really help you here. They are usually weak to Earth or wind with. They are usually weak to wind or fire. Yep. Once in a while you'll face a wind monster like the owl, in which case you have to switch to an earth weapon. But most of the time you'll be fighting earth monsters. So all you really need is a good wind weapon. And at the end of this super long, super tedious quest that is meant for mainly grinding. I mean, it's not even that good for grinding in my opinion. The monsters give 20 to 30 EXP, so there are definitely better grinding quests out there. But I just wanted to do this quest just to show you guys what rewards there are. So at the end of the quest, I'll just talk about it first. You will get the Forest Champion set of weapons, Forest Champion Spear for your range, Forest Champion Axe for your melee, and Forest Champion Staff for your magic. So the weapons aren't that great. I didn't really check the info subs, but they clearly aren't Mastercraft, and I don't think there's anything good about them, so I passed up on them and just did this quest for fun. So you can see the tree in the background, obviously with its hole and its tree bark there, you can see that it's obviously in the shape of a screaming face. So really interesting that they decided to put that there. This battle also forgot to remove my undead archer and it's actually healing him. So that was pretty unfortunate. But yeah, you have to keep in mind that the undead archer is a darkness pet and you want to remove him when you're facing off against darkness monsters. I mean, it's best to just in case it heals him. And anyway, for some monsters you'll just do 0 damage and there's no point keeping there. It's just a waste of time because of the because of his animation attack animation time. So yeah. So more Minotaur warriors, very easy, level 1 only. We can take this guy out in a couple of hits. And that's it. So next one we get Moglin Fian quite again. And there was a period of time here whereby I believe I went off to do something, so I apologize for the sort of little bit of pause in between here and there because I was doing something else at the side as well rather than just clicking the attack button right here. So yeah, apologies for the pauses here and there. So the next monster, you have Ambush once again. And for Ambush, you want to use a good fire weapon because he's weak to fire. So the video is almost coming to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of such future content. And if you guys have any feedback, suggestions, tips, advice, do leave it down in the comments below. And for this video, I'd like to hear where can you get good or decent equipment as a low level player. I know it's not really that important since you'll be changing out your equipment very frequently. So it's actually advised that you don't buy equipment new equipment every single level. Maybe like every 10 levels you buy, you switch out your equipment for something stronger. But you definitely don't want to be buying new equipment every single level. It's just a waste of money. And at end game, you really need all of the gold that you can get to get your starting gear right. So let me know what strong weapons do low level adventurers use apart from the plunger riser, which is a very nice free no drop weapon. And till the next time, this has been Dev04066. Peace out.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Some kind of butterfly, baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite, don't leave me here.